everybody, it's Deanna with Stitches Quilting, and I'm on here live to show you the block that we're doing for this week for the Live Well Live Strong Quilt. We are making the content block, or the calm block, which is just right here on the video, and it should be a good, hi Lisa, how are you? It should be a good block to do. It's actually a version of a shoe fly block, but with a smaller center. So there's definitely a small light blue center on this block. And let me know that you guys are on so that I can just see you here. I see that we're on live on Instagram, and we're seeing what we're doing. So we are going to be giving away some of these panels today. And these panels, hi Robin, hi Shelly, hi Liz, how is everybody doing? It's so good to see everybody. But today we're going to be giving away this panel here, which is kind of like a 4th of July panel, but of course a red, white, and blue panel, and it's kind of like a pendant panel. So you can make some holiday pendants for it. I have 7 of these pieces of fabric to give away. It's about 2/3 of a yard is what it is. It's about 23 inches, maybe 24 inches. So, which should be really a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep this right here for you guys. Let's see, Corey, are you on that one screen?
It's just doing this.
Okay, so what you need, hi Delinda, hi Patricia, hi everybody. So what you just need is that URL. Okay, so we're working on the Live Well Live Strong Quilt. And if you want to, you can purchase the quilt pattern over at stitchesquilting.com. But every week we do a live video on how to make the quilt block for the weeks and any tips or tricks that we have. I've got mine. I keep mine cut out, pre-cut out, and I put them in little Ziploc baggies. How do you guys organize your quilt blocks and everything? Do you guys use baggies to kind of help them? Hey Shirley, hello everybody. It's so good to see you. Jake, my youngest son, graduates tomorrow, so we're getting ready for all of the graduation festivities, and it's been a lot of fun. I wanted to show you a few of my blocks while we just get started here. These are all of my blocks, and I've made even more of my peach, like it's a peach ombre quilt, but I wanted to show you there's just some really beautiful color hues in here. And there is actually a coral sew along on. Hi Colleen, it's good to see you guys. There's actually a color of the year, the Pantone color of the year, a sew along going on Instagram. So I am making this for that one. These are our 2 blocks for next week, is the choices block. So I have one already sewn out in my coral ombre, and this is it sewn out in the black and white, which should be pretty fun. But here are some of my black and white blocks that I've been making of this quilt. And so that's just all of these blocks right here. I have more, but they're larger, and so they're easier, they're harder to hold. And then these have been all of my blocks that I've been making as I've been sewing it along with all of you guys. So it's pretty fun, and it's pretty exciting. So we're really excited about it. But we are making the Calm Quilt Block. So I'm going to bring over my design board right here. And on the design board, we're going to lay this quilt block out. I do have the Calm. You use Ziploc bags too. You use sandwiches bags. Delinda does. Yes, hello. Hi, Elizabeth. But there are the Calm worksheets available for you guys that are right here. Hold on, I'm going to turn down this volume. But I do have a Calm worksheet for you. There's only 2 pages to this. We had somebody in our family go to the hospital this last week, so it's been a kind of a tricky week, but that's okay. So that's where that is right there. So let's go ahead and get our quilt block done, and I'm going to switch the camera myself. Jake has a performance, and so he can't help me with the video. Corey is here, and he's helping me with the video, but I'm just having him share things. So this is for the Calm block. And what this week is about for women's health and wellness, so what we're working on is just, working on things that get stressful, or things that where we have anxiety or where we feel overwhelmed, are the types of things that we're working on. So I'm going to lay out these, the triangles for this, and just how can we help ourselves as we're going through kind of stressful times. Back in the caveman days, there used to be a lot of, we would have anxiety. Say if a saber-toothed tiger came after us, we would go ahead and have anxiety, and the caveman would run away, right? So, but today, in our day, we don't need nearly as much anxiety as we might feel. And so sometimes it's hard to not feel so much stress, anxiety, and other things that are going on. So what we want to do is we just want to try to keep things as mellow as possible. So we've got 4 of these little blocks right here. I keep looking at my example. Here's the center blue square block. And then let me pull out these yellow ones and lay this out for you guys. So this is it's kind of like doing puzzles, isn't it? So Robin says, thanks, Corey, for helping out us ladies in the live video. He's so sweet. And we've got family coming into town. Hello, lady. We don't need any contributions to the video. No barking, please. Okay. So there we are. This is how this block gets laid out. It's kind of like a shoe fly block. But what we're really talking about is how to to stay steady or calm or peaceful. I think one of the best things that we can do for our families is to teach them different types of how to deal with stress and how to cope with different things that are happening and going on. Let me go ahead and pull out we are on I think it's the 19th block right now. What block number are we on? It is the 17th block. So we're on the 17th block. So some things that we want to do is just stand steady and calm in life. Let me go ahead and stitch this together. So I'm going to stitch this in units together with these half square triangles. So we've done half square triangles before. And so I'm going to lay these up here on my sewing machine. We do not have the sewing machine camera angle tonight. So I have the camera sitting over there so that you guys can see the sewing machine. So tell me, what are you guys up to? I know, chew them up, lady. I know, she's being all protective. Our dogs watch TV. Do any of you guys have dogs that are, Stella is looking to see who barks. That is so cute that our puppies can be connected online. Liz Boyce lives in Canada, and she raises German Shepherds, and she actually has shown German Shepherds for years and years and years. And I don't think she shows them right now, but she has been for a really long time. But that's cute. When Lady barked, then her German Shepherd barked as she was listening to the video. So that's pretty fun in Canada. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and string feed these half square triangles together. So, which is pretty simple to do. Let me help Instagram see this, see a little bit of the sewing machine going on here, the sewing machine action. Okay, so, but as we've had like a family member have to be hospitalized, then that definitely increased my anxiety, my fear, my radar for worrisome things, right? Whenever we have different things going on. But I think some of the best things about today's age is I can be worried about getting my taxes done, or I could be worried about a family member, but I can take action to do everything that I could possibly do to go ahead and make the best of a situation. So say, for example, I need to get my taxes done and I'm feeling tons of stress about it. I can be grateful that I live in a country where I have to pay taxes, and that maybe the police will come if I call 911, right? And that there's stop signs and stoplights out there to help me as I navigate the world. So that's a positive way to look. So optimism can help us as we are going through stress and worry. We want to use our anxiety. I'm going to grab my pressing mat that I use from Cricut. I have to turn on my Cricut Easy Press too. But so our anxiety is there to motivate us. So we want to utilize our anxiety to motivate us to do things, to make things better in our life. So let me go ahead and switch this camera for a second. We're going to go back over here. Sorry, guys. So we want our anxiety or our fear or our worries to motivate us to do something. So for example, if I need to get my taxes done, then hopefully my little bit of worry and anxiety about my taxes will motivate me to get that done. But what I do need to do is in the process, oh, Corey, did the mini chat work?
Is this the Calm block you're doing?
Yeah, the Calm.
What you're doing
Yeah. Corey, did the mini chat work, honey?
Was that this thing?
Yeah, that's that thing. If you can just, select that video and then put it live. So if you guys want to, you can make a comment to have the worksheets be sent to you on Facebook. On Instagram, you can go to my URL in my profile. I'll have in my story a link to the Calm worksheets so that if you want to download them or read the blog post for this week's block, you can. So that's up and live. So let me go ahead and switch this back to the other camera. So the overhead camera right there. So I do have my little box sitting right next to me. For those of you guys on Instagram, I can show you what it looks like. And on Facebook, I'll have to show you guys what that looks like too. But I have this little box right here for those of you guys on Instagram. And when I switch the camera view, I'll just switch it for Facebook. So then you can see the camera switches. So I have like a little switching box and then it switches over. So that's kind of what that's all about. Kind of interesting, huh? But it helps me out while I'm doing lives. I'm now going to sew these into rows. So we're going to kind of think about this as a 9 patch now. So I'm going to just stitch these together like that. And I'm using a regular 1/4 inch seam. One fun thing that's so exciting, there is something on this pattern block that is in the instructions to have you square up these triangles. I feel like when I write patterns, so let me show you this real quickly. When I write a pattern, I try to, this is a yellow block. Let me bring this up really close for this camera. I have highlighted this half square triangle unit right here, and that half square triangle unit says to square that up. It doesn't matter. I'll just go ahead and say what size to do it. To trim up your half square triangle units to 5 1/4 inches. So that's what we want to do for this little thing. We have Luke waiting. He's actually on the speakerphone listening to the live. Isn't that cute? And then I've got to go do some things for Luke. So I'm going to go, and because sometimes when you're working with triangles and working on fabrics on the bias, things stretch and move around a little bit. So I like it whenever people can actually square up their blocks. Let me grab this little bit of a larger ruler, just the square ruler. So, gosh, I'm so tempted to just square these up all at once. But this is what you'll want to do, is just put these at 5 1/2 inches and then square this up. And so that way you have like a really accurate, nice block. And it's just a small little fudge on there. But I like it whenever things, and you guys, I need to make a t-shirt or some bags that say square it up. Yes. So Karen, there are so many times that when we're feeling worried and really stressed about things, we can think about things of, how that gives us, by thinking about it a little bit more positively and the things that we can get out of it, how things can be actually better for us. So let's go ahead and stitch this together. And it's hard sometimes to stay focused and stay positive when we're going through tricky things, but that is definitely one thing that can help out. So I'm going to go ahead and just stitch this together here. But I think that this is a great block. I liked when I actually sewed it and quilted it to kind of make these corners look like it was water on the edges of the block. And then to make the the inside, the blue on the block to look like it's like sails of a boat. And they're just nice and steady and strong. So let's go ahead and sew these two together and get some more sewing on this block. And I'll square up those other ones. Lady, stop! You know what?
Hey.
She's barking because Corey's here.
No.
Yes.
Lady,
Okay, now remember, we've got this panel to give away, you guys. So I've got all of these panels. I have 7 of them. So we'll give away 7 of these. And they're just like a fun panel to stitch together. You could make anything with it. You could do it with a quilt. You could make yourself a pendant, but you could do anything with this. So please remember, at the end of the video, we're giving away these pendants. So let's go ahead and just sew this one together. And this just needs to be squared up a tiny little bit. Let's go ahead and get this done. It's so annoying, but that's okay. I do like my patterns or my blocks to come out nice and flat when they're squared up properly. And especially when you're working with a larger block that has triangles, it does help to square up your units as you go along and you build your block. At least that's what I have found with my piecing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this on here. And that's just like perfect. So let's put this up here. So tell me, what else have you guys been doing? So your Bella just growled when Lady barked again. My gosh. Yes. Yeah, so anyways. So let's go ahead and sew these little segments together and then we'll go from here. Well, that's okay. Were you able to share it, honey?
I think so.
Okay, well that's fine. Don't worry about it. We've had so many little things go. We had a camera that we just couldn't get to work, and it's just the funniest week. And you guys, I did not get my quilt done for Jake's graduation. I feel so horrible. I really do. I didn't get that finished. But you know what? I dealt with some family things that I really needed to acknowledge in my life and help them out. And so I was a good mom that way. So we can't always be doing everything, right? We do have to kind of pause life and take care of things that we need to take care of. So once again, I'm going to put these right sides together and then just run them through the sewing machine and then run these 3 units together. So tell me, oh, Mary, you're frozen up. I'm so sorry. You can go ahead, Corey, and maybe close out all of that if you want to. Yeah, and then maybe that'll be less stuff going on with our internet. I don't know. Who knows? I hope it's not my end that's freezing up. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, okay. Oh, and Colleen's dog, Lincoln, was barking too. That is so funny, you guys. She is up in Washington. Oh my gosh, we've got our dogs just doing stuff all over the place. That's too funny. But boy, dogs sure find comfort. This last week when I was a little worried about some medical things, my dogs really gave me a lot of comfort as I was doing that. Sewing and quilting also gives me a lot of comfort when I get to be able to be creative and to make things. It just feels so much better. And nature, I find like when I really have a really big worried heart, that sometimes just being out in some nature or just appreciating all the little teeny tiny things and tender mercies that come your way and just trying to acknowledge them and then writing them down is what I was trying to do. Because, you know, it's just good to kind of know that you aren't alone, that little tender mercies come your way and that everything is going to be okay. And remembering how tough we are, right? We can get through. Yes, these dogs sure are a comfort dogs, aren't they? And I totally agree with you, Colleen. I mean, these animals are just amazing. So we are so grateful to have so many wonderful things in our lives and things to tap into. I'm grateful for Corey, too. He's sitting over there. He keeps sleeping with me every night, which is so sweet of him. Gotta love that man. Okay, so now I'm going to just sew these together. I didn't really press them, but that's okay. And then we're going to pull these through. And I need to start putting, so you guys saw how I have all of these quilt blocks that are just floating around. Let's go ahead and switch the camera. You guys saw all these quilt blocks right here. I mean, why have I not been sewing them into like the quilt sections? I don't know what I'm saving those quilt blocks for. I've got to get all of my quilt blocks stitched together and then see what I end up doing. I mean, and get those quilt tops done for my additional Live Well, Live Strong quilts. I think I shifted that over just a little bit. Let me see. I did. Okay, wait, let me pull that back off for a second. Because I know that seam is not matching up. Let's look at this, you guys. Well, that seam is going to match, but that one is not. So I'm going to fix that. So let's go ahead and sew this one over to here. So, okay, so tell me, I love the colors of this block too. It just kind of represented peace and calm to me. And I think something that's really important, something that's happening with kids out there in the world, is that they're experiencing a lot more anxiety. I don't know if you guys have heard that in the news, but kids out there in the world are experiencing a lot more anxiety than what they have ordinarily. I don't know if it's like social media and pressure that they feel to kind of be everything because they can see all the kids doing all the things. But I think that's another really beautiful thing is by having a calm, steady disposition. That's something that we can share with our own family members and our own kids. Oh, Dolores, your dog is blind. No way. He is a red-heeled and the best dog ever. How fun. I'm sorry he's blind, but it's amazing how just being blind doesn't even matter. You know, how much they can do for us and they know exactly what we need. So, okay, this block is almost completely sewn together. Next week, what are you saying, Corey?
It probably matters to him. I'm sure he'd love to
Oh,
see.
Corey says it probably matters to him.
I'm sure he'd love to see.
Yes, you're right, Corey. I'm sure Dolores' dog would love to see. Okay, let's grab that pressing mat over here and we're going to press this flat, although I'm going to make sure that this seam matches up. I guess it will. I need to stop being so fussy, right? Okay, we're going to just make this match and I'll figure it out later. I don't know. That's not very stretchy right there. Luke, I'm almost done, buddy. I'm going to go, I have to go get to Luke and go do something with him in just a minute. And so he's waiting on the phone as I'm doing the live video. And it's pretty cute. He's pretty fun. Our kids certainly wait for us. They're patient. So we want to kind of give them a calm, steady disposition. So, you know, not as much yelling and screaming or showing balance or restraint when we're worried or, you know, but boy, teaching our kids and our family or our grandchildren how to cope and how to deal with stress or being calm and peaceful in life. Oh, the ladies are saying hi to you, Luke. Yeah, Robin's saying hi to you. And Colleen, Luke says he's saying hi too. Oh, that's so fun. You guys are so wonderful. Okay, here we go. Sure hope this is stitching. Yeah, it is. Okay, there we go. We're going to just pull this off. Okay, let's see here. My gosh, I feel like I have so many stitches. I've got threads going on everywhere. Okay, so now let's go ahead and press this block. I didn't press as much while I was going, but it's all working out. Okay, so let's go ahead. If you guys are able to share the video at all, or if you guys need the worksheets, make comments on Facebook. Just say, send me the worksheet, and then Facebook will send a comment to you where the worksheet is. And the worksheet just kind of talks about the Calm block, and then you can put it in your binder if you have it. I will also send you guys a link to the video, the worksheets, and all of those types of things. So this is what the Calm block looks like, and it really, to me, when I quilted it, you can see it right behind me. I tried to make this kind of look like a little bit of water, wavy waters, and then I put some straight line quilting in there, and you can see that on the blog post. I'll post some posts of how I quilted it to social media this week. So remember that, but we have got these fun panels that I would love to share with all of you guys. So these are just a red, white, and blue panel. I think it'll work no matter where you live. It's just some very fun, playful colors. So let's go ahead and let me look at who we have. Okay, so we have got, we have Dee Dee on. We have got Elizabeth Williams is on. Boy, you guys are so awesome. I just so adore all of you guys. Let's go ahead and do Facebook real fast. So we have got, let me look real fast. We've got Elizabeth Williams, Watch Me Do It, on Instagram. So we'll go ahead and go with Elizabeth on Instagram. And so Watch Me Do It. And there we go. So that's for Instagram. Let's go ahead and go to Facebook and YouTube and figure out some winners for there. You guys are so fun to hang out with me. And I have so appreciated all of you guys that I follow. I love to go ahead and see all the different beautiful things that you guys share out there. So darn it, I think you're right, Elizabeth or Liz, that Facebook is frozen. So we might have to redo this video or something like that. Anyways, I can see my hair is going crazy. Let me go ahead and see. So I'm going to close off Instagram. Thank you for joining me. And if you want to, that's a Live Well, Live Strong Quilt. Join our sew along, and it's lots of fun. It's with the Live Well, Live Strong Quilt hashtag. Okay, so let me sign off of Instagram and save that video. And let's go ahead and go right over here. You guys, I'm so sorry if Facebook really froze up. So let's go ahead and do a Liz Boyce. So, because I know some of you guys are on there. And maybe I'll have to go and see. We've got Delinda on Facebook, Cooner. I'm going to have to check and see. We'll have to maybe upload the video from another place. And we've got Angie Swan on Facebook. And then we've got, let's look and see. On YouTube, we have Colleen Holt. And we have, who else do we have here? We've got Dolores or Alma Rast. So I never know which name to call you, Dolores, but I know you as Dolores. So anyways, and then we've got Colleen Holt, Dolores Rast, and then Liz Boyce is for sure on YouTube. Anybody else Robin. We've got Robin. Okay, so Robin Bowler. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry if my video froze up on Facebook. We will figure that out, and I am so glad that we were able to connect this week with the Live Well, Live Strong Quilt, and I can't wait to see all of your blocks and everything that you guys make, and it's just so nice to be on this journey of making this quilt with all of you guys, because you guys really are like my soul sisters. And Robin posted something this last week. Gosh darn it, Robin. What was it? Let me look and see if I can find it. So just one second, because it was the neatest quilt. It said, "Don't have fear." It was such a beautiful thing. It says, "Fear not." Our souls were not made for fear. Our souls were made for, what was it, Robin? I'm going to have to find it. But I have to tell you, for love. And so I focused on love this last week, and loving someone doing something hard for somebody that I just didn't want to have to do this really hard thing. And I went ahead and I got it done, and I took care of everything because I focused on love, and I focused on that type of the love that I had for other people and the love that I had for someone in order to do something that was really hard that I was scared of. And I have to tell you, so all of you guys and all of your, yes, Robin, thank you. But everything that you guys write and all of your inspiration and all your sweet messages to me really do mean a lot. So, and I hope we do inspire each other. So, but we will see you a little bit later, and I hope you guys have fun and have a good week. And I'll definitely be seeing you next Tuesday live, and I'll see you on social media in the meantime. But please message me or anything else. I'll be excited to see how you guys are doing. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.